Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today I am going to be breaking down my top 10 cards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. This content drop, let's be honest guys, changed the game as a whole. So you're gonna see a lot of the guys that got released on Friday in this top 10 list. So even a guy like Kevin Durant, those guys didn't even make my top 10 list. And that's just crazy because KD's incredible. A guy like AK-47 didn't even make my list either. So remember, this top 10 is the best of the best, and a lot of that is from this past Friday. But before diving into it, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smashing that subscribe button as we are on the road to 60,000 subscribers. Starting my list off at number 10 is Galaxy Opal Bobby Jones, 6'9" with a 6'9" wingspan, and it came down to, do I think Bobby Jones is better than Andre Kirilenko? That was the question that was running through my mind, and I'll kind of provide the answer to why I do indeed believe that. Hot spots from everywhere on the court, 35 Hall of Fame badges, only 11 on gold, but again, the badges he has are all the important ones, and if you really want to add badges, he has those 6 badge spots. Does come with a 97 3-ball, 95 driving dunk, 95 speed ball, 86 ball handle, 95 speed, a 95 acceleration, as well as that 98 lateral quickness. Hall of Fame Showtime, flexible range extender, corner specialist, catch and shoot. Playmaker wise, Hall of Fame ankle breaker, handles for days, quick first step, tie handles, unpluckable. And then you look at the defense. Hall of Fame clamps, hard crusher, interceptor, intimidator, pick dodger, post with lockdown, and tireless defender. So as just an all-around complete player, Bobby Jones is really it. Again, one of the main differences between him and Andre Kirilenko is the fact that AK doesn't come with that Hall of Fame Showtime. Tendency wise, absolutely incredible for Bobby. Jump shot form very quick. Initially, I didn't love the release, but on Bobby Jones, it's not bad. It's a decent enough release. You can green decently consistent with it. Hate his dribble sig, so it's a good thing the burst is in the game, and I'm guessing Bobby Jones is a lot better on current gen than next gen because of that. But when it comes down to it, guys, for an exchange reward, this is the first one that we got that I'm actually decently high on. I love Bobby Jones, and the fact that I think he's a top 10 player in the game says a lot about the card. Now, because this list is both for current and next gen, Dark Matter TMac makes the cut. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere on the court. If we're talking just current gen, give me DeRozan, but current gen, next gen, kind of that balance, give me TMac. 39 Hall of Famers, 24 on gold, 98 3-ball, 99 driving dunk, 96 speed with ball, 97 ball handle, 97 speed acceleration. So it's at 97 lateral quickness at 6'8", Hall of Fame Showtime, ready setter, hot zone hunter, flexible, Hall of Fame blinders if you are on next gen. Playmaker wise, has everything you could want. And then even defensively at the shooting guard position, he's up there for being one of the best shooting guard defensive players in the game. There's no doubt about it. Tendency wise, very, very solid. Obviously, he does have the Trey Burke base on quick. I'm intrigued. I don't know if there's a Trey Burke base on very quick yet. Once that happens, I think we're going to see a whole new kind of game change, because Trey Burke's release on quick is already absolutely incredible. Pro 2 size of escape, Pro 1 movement behind the back. There's a lot to like about T-Mac. I'll say this, if he didn't have blinders or Hall of Fame steady, I would be a lot higher on the card. I really would be. Steady isn't something I personally love, and it's just something that kind of takes away from the card on current gen. Next gen, it does help him out a lot, and so I guess it's just a little give or take depending whether you're current or next gen. Next up, we do have the fraud, the fake card himself, in Galaxy Opal Danny Ferry. I've played a lot of games for this card, and I mean, is he really worth specifically grinding for now? I would say no. You know, like he's still very, very good, and in my opinion, is you could say he's an end game card, and that is fine with me. But it's hard for me to put Danny Ferry over some of the other players that I have, one step higher on my list. Could you make a case that Danny Ferry is still a top 5 card in the game? Absolutely. Would most people have Danny Ferry in their top 5? Maybe. If Danny Ferry was an easier card to get and wasn't fake, would I have him in my top 5? Maybe, possibly. But here's my thing about Danny Ferry. 6'10", 7'5" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere, 33 Hall of Famers, 34 on gold, 97 3-ball, 95 driving dunk, 94 speed ball, 86 ball handle, 95 speed acceleration, as well as a 95 lateral quickness. So there's nothing that this card can't do stat-wise. I mean, you even look at the 93 strength, it's amazing to me rebounding-wise. Like, how complete of a player he is. Hall of Fame Showtime, range extender, flexible, hot zone hunter, playmaker wise, Hall of Fame bailout, handles for days, quick for steps, handles, unpluggable. Defensively, very, very solid as well. I mean, he's just an all-around player, and I think that's the thing that everybody likes about Danny Ferry. Incredible tendencies through and through. Jump shot 98 on very quick. I know a lot of people are super good with that release. I don't know if I could personally be incredible with that release because that is super, super quick. Pro 3 move behind the back, Pro 2 moving crossover again. A ton to like about Danny Ferry. We're just basically in endgame now. And so when you're comparing Danny Ferry to the guys who are number 3 and number 4 on my list, I just don't think he's quite as good. Even comparing Danny Ferry to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, how are you supposed to do it? It's nearly impossible. Coming in at number 7 for me is Dark Matter Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 7'2", 7'5" wingspan. Again, him and the other 2 centers you guys are going to see on my list, I changed my mind with each and every one of these guys nearly every single day. If Kareem had hot spots from above the break, he'd be the best center in the game. Forget the 3-ball. If he had complete hot spots, he would be the best center in the game with 42 Hall of Famers. Only an 81 3-ball, but again, with the shoe coach and his release, it's not that big of a problem. 97 driving dunk, 87 speed ball, 83 ball handle, 92 speed acceleration was at 91 lateral quickness. Hall of Fame Showtime, you can give him gold range, which is good enough. Playmaker wise, Hall of Fame quick first step, gold unpluckable, like all of that is fine. And then obviously defensively, in my opinion, is the best defensive center in the game. I truly do believe that, even with Shaq in the, I don't know, now that Shaq's in the game, I don't know if I can make that bold of a statement, but before Shaq, I thought there was no doubt about it. Kareem was the best defensive center in the game. And I still think with his player model, you can definitely make that debate. Tendency-wise, absolutely stellar. On-ball steal tendency maybe could be a little higher, but I'm not too worried about that. He has the important tendencies for a center. Jump shot 21 on very quick, a very, very, I wouldn't say necessarily easy release to green. It's a good release though. Way better release than the other 2 centers you're going to see on the list. Again, if I made this video, tomorrow, Kareem might be top 5, but for today, he comes in at number 7. Coming in at number 6 for me is Dark Matter Wilt Chamberlain. So if you watch my center list, I'm pretty sure I have Kareem higher than Wilt. But lately, it's really been the Wilt show for me. I've started using Wilt just that little bit more. Man, do I love the card. 7'1", 8-foot wingspan, hot spots from everywhere. 44 Hall of Famers, 21 on gold, 94 3-ball, 97 driving dunk. Little better speed with ball handle, 95 speed accelerations was a 90 lateral quickness. Hall of Fame Showtime, range extender, volume shooter, catch and shoot, tireless shooter. Playmaker wise, Hall of Fame quick first step, dimer, and then defensively, you just can't really ask for anything more. Tendency wise, very, very solid. And even his SIGs, right? Set shot 17. Okay, you guys are like, okay, that's a gross release, right? But I green a decent amount with Wilt Chamberlain. I truly do. I played in a pretty competitive tournament the other day, and Wilt Chamberlain was really the man with the plan when it came to knocking down wide open shots. If Wilt Chamberlain had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's release, he would be a top 3 player in the game. But no doubt about it, I love Wilt Chamberlain. Coming in at number 6 on my top 10 player list. Coming in at number 5 is basically another Wilt Chamberlain. The only difference between Shaq and Wilt Chamberlain are their player builds. Shaq's 325 pounds. Wilt is not, like, they're just player builds. Shaq's, big and wide, and Wilt's kind of, not a twig, but that's the really only biggest difference between the 2 cards. 7'1", 7'7" wingspan, 325 hot spots from everywhere, 48 on Hall of Fame with 17 on gold, 96 3-ball, 98 driving dunk, 91 speed ball, 86 boner, 95 speed accelerations was a 94 lateral quickness. Hall of Fame Showtime, range extender, flexible, hot zone hunter. Does come with Hall of Fame catch and shoot as well. Hall of Fame quick first step, gold unpluckable, and then just look at the defense. You're looking at the defense of Wilt, Kareem, and then obviously Shaq. They all can defend at a very, very elite level. Tendency wise, incredible. SIGs wise, Shaq leads them very quick. Just basically think of set shot 17 is basically what Shaq's release is. The timing's not necessarily the same, but it's similar. Both releases are baited, but I feel like both releases you can green with if you play the game enough. Pro 3 size of escape isn't anything crazy, but he does have the Pro 2 tween. I wish they gave Shaq the normal 2 behind the back that he had last year, because Pro 4 is just absolutely terrible. But at least he does have the Pro 2 tween. And with the speed glitch in the game, I think if I got one center to play with for a lot of money, it would be Dark Matter Shaquille O'Neal. I cannot tell you guys how much it pains me to put Grant Hill here at number 4. I absolutely love this card. I really do love this card. I honestly wanted to put him at number 1 still. If this was something in which I could have any indication to put Grant Hill at number 1, I would. But it's just not feasible. He's just no longer the best card in the game. 6'8", 6'11" wingspan, hotspots from everywhere. I love the card a ton. He will still be on my team, no doubt about it. But there's just better cards in the game than him. 42 Hall of Famers, 23 on gold, 94 3 ball, 98 driving dunk, 95 speed ball, 90 ball handle, 98 speed acceleration vertical, as well as a 96 lateral quickness. Hall of Fame Showtime range extender, catch and shoot. Does come a Hall of Fame ankle breaker, dimer, handles for days, needle through, quick first step, space cutter, stop and go, tie handles, and unpluckable. And defensively is very, very complete as well. My thing about Grant Hill is that when I use him, I'm comfortable with his release. A lot of people are going to say jump shot 1 is an awful release. Jump shot 1 on very quick is smooth. Forget what anybody else has told you. I promise you, jump shot 1 on very quick, pretty smooth. Pro 2 moving crossover, Pro 3 moving on the back, as well as the Pro 2 sides escape. There's a ton to like about this out of position Grant Hill. Let me tell you, I wish I could put him as my best overall player in the game. It's just not feasible. Now, I really struggle with number 3 and number 2, but coming in at number 3 for me is Galaxy Opal Giannis Antetokounmpo, 6'11", 7'4" wingspan, 35 Hall of Famers, 31 on gold. Only downside about Giannis is the 85 3-ball and the lack of hotspots from the top, the key, and right hash. Still comes with that 98 driving dunk, 95 speed ball, 91 ball handle, 97 speed acceleration, as well as a 96 lateral quickness. Hall of Fame Showtime. Only gold range extender. I say only for a Giannis card with an 85 3-ball. A gold range is perfect enough on him. Play-wise, Hall of Fame dimer, handles for days, quick first step, unpluckable, as well as tight handles. And honestly, it's kind of surprising to me that he doesn't have more Hall of Fame badges. Now, I'm not trying to be greedy because he still has a good, I think, 9 Hall of Fame badges. But just saying, if he could give just a couple more Hall of Fame badges, I might have had him that one step higher. Tendency-wise, perfect tendencies. Giannis' release on quick, a release I'm actually a decent enough fan of. I'm a big fan of Giannis, just can't put him any higher. Coming in at number 2 for me is Pink Diamond Bol Bol. 7'2", 7'7" wingspan with hotspots from everywhere outside the 3-point line. And I've heard Bol Bol is even better on next gen. Like, I think this dude is a top player on current gen. And people are telling me he's even better on next gen. 92 3-ball, 85 driving dunk, 89 speed with ball, 92 ball handle, 89 speed acceleration, as well as an 88 lateral quickness. So my thing is this. Here's the only thing. If you use Bol Bol, right, and let's say it's in a competitive game, so I'm going to put my Mike D'Antoni with him. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to look at him with these shoes. Because if you get Bol Bol, you're going to want to make him as good as possible. So if you put these shoes on a Bol Bol card, guys, watch out. That's all I can say. This Bol Bol is going to be moving and grooving, guys. I promise you that. If you don't want to put that shoe on him, just put the other Kobe Grant shoe on him, the dunking one, and he is going to be moving even more. So the only downside that I think Bol Bol has is the gold Showtime. Outside of that, he has everything you need. Hall of Fame range, flexible catch and shoot, corner specialist, ankle breaker, handles for days, quick first step, tight handles, unpluckable. Defensive wise, very, very complete player too. Tendency wise, I mean, solid enough. Yes, I would like to see the on-ball steal, just up a little more, but solid. Brook Lopez release on very quick. I'm a decent enough fan of it. I know a lot of people might not love it, but I don't mind it at all. Supposedly he can curry on next gen, which is just a scary thing to even think about for me. I'm glad current gen has a game still that people can't, because if he could curry slide on current gen, oh my goodness. Still does have the Pro 3 moving by the back, which is absolutely incredible. And that combined with the speed glitch at 7'2", Bobo is so good. The best, I don't want to say budget card in the game, but in my opinion, the best card for his specific price in NBA 2K21. I didn't know whether to put Ben Simmons at number 1 or not. But when I thought about things is I just thought, how can you not? 6'10", 7-foot wingspan. Again, at the point guard position. Hotspots from everywhere. 44 Hall of Famers, 17 on gold. Now here's the thing about Ben. 94 3-ball, 95 driving dunk, 95 speed ball, 90 ball, and 96 speed acceleration, as well as a 97 lateral quickness. You're not going to find anybody remotely with those stats unless you're Grant Hill. Like, at the point guard position, you're just not. Hall of Fame Showtime, range extender, flexible, hot zone hunter, playmaker wise, Hall of Fame quick first step, tight ends, unpluckable, bailout, dimer, handles for days. And then defensively, this is really where Ben Simmons is going to make his money, is on the defensive end. Chase the artist, clamps, interceptor, intimidator, pick dodger, pickpocket. Like, probably, in my opinion, I don't know if I should say this, but if you're looking as far as on-ball defenders, Ben Simmons has to be up there as being the best. 100 driving dunk tendency, incredible defensive tendencies. Ben Simmons release on very quick. I personally don't mind it at all. Is it as good as Grant Hill's, release? I don't think so. I think Grant Hill's is still a little bit better. But Ben Simmons' release is not bad at all. Pro 2 Sides of Escape, I'm guessing on next gen, that's a problem. Current gen, he can't do it. Pro 8 moving tween, and as well as a Pro 2 moving behind the back, which is not good at all. But when it comes down to it, guys, I'm a huge Ben Simmons guy. I think he has to fit your play style, and that's in the 5-out type of offensive setting, which we're seeing a lot of guys run that now instead of the pick and roll, pick and pop type offense. Ben Simmons, my overall best player in NBA 2K21. Let me know down below in the comments who I missed out on, who is I too high on, who is I too low on. Do you guys think that Ben Simmons is the best player in the game? Maybe you guys like Bol Bol is the best player in the game. Maybe some of you guys still think Ferry is the best player in the game. Maybe some people think Shaq's the best card in the game. Let me know down below in the comments who you guys think is the best card in NBA 2K21. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.